just seems like the process, it requires a lot of due diligence, like the shit you're going through right now with the accountant, like all that. I'm just so clueless to all that. That's why it feels like the process of actually acquiring the business and doing it the right way and not getting fucked is the hard part. Not saving 100K. I just do what I'm doing now for longer. Like, that's fine.
Yeah. I mean, call a bunch of businesses and apply to get their financial documents.
Mm-hmm.
The first step is just asking for their CIM, which is just their like initial business brochure, like for all the top line details of the company. Once you get that, and if you still like the business, because it gives a little bit more information, it'll talk about like how involved is the owner. Here's like the profit and loss statement for the last couple of years, like how much did it actually make. Then if you still like it, then you send an LOI, which is like an offer. And then if they like it, you'll sign potentially like an APA where you have to send 10% as a down payment. This is where I'm at. You send 10% as a down payment for the business. And then actually with the LOI, if you're doing an SBA loan, you can make everything contingent upon you getting an SBA loan. So like if the SBA lender does not approve of your loan, you're not on the hook.
Okay.
So it mitigates some of the risk. But the first step is literally just finding a good business. And you're going to have to go through like 100. Now I can just go on a brokerage website and just scan and find like 5 right there and then compare and be like, okay, I like this one. I like that one. I like this one. Let me call the brokers. The brokers, some of them are bullshitting. So I'm like, okay, I'm not doing that one. Or like the numbers aren't that great. Or
You mean, how do you smell the bullshit?
most of it isn't even bullshit. It's just like the brokers are just being hard to work with, or like they don't want to, like it's hard to get information out of them. Like all you have to do is use ChatGPT. So what I do is I take the business listing. I think I've made a video about this. You take the business listing, copy all of the information and the numbers into a folder on ChatGPT and say like, I am analyzing a business, trying to buy a cash flowing business, whatever. What are the pros and cons of this industry? How much would I make after debt service? A bunch of those questions. It'll give you a huge rundown as to if this is a good business to whatever to buy. Then once they send you the CIM, you can save that file and attach that to the same ChatGPT convo and ask it, okay, here's the CIM. How is it looking now? And then it'll give you the rundown again. And then it'll tell you what it doesn't like. It's like, well, I like that it has, asset, 2 trucks, whatever, that's a 2024, so it's new. Depreciation isn't going to be as high or something. And then, but I don't like that it's still owner operated and there's still a lot of involvement by the spouse or something. Like, just use ChatGPT. That's how I do all this shit. And then now, because of ChatGPT, like I'm trained to know whatever. And then you can say, what are some questions I should ask the broker and owner in due diligence? And it'll give you 10 questions of like, ask them, if you went on vacation for 2 weeks, what happens? And then if the owner tells you I can't go on vacation because everything will break down, you don't want to buy that business. For landscaping, it's like, how long has the foreman been on? And he said 14 years. I was like, okay, fire.
How important is it to understand the industry for the business?
I mean, I didn't know anything about any of the businesses I bought before I bought them.
Word. ChatGPT
And just like being on the job and learning. Like I don't do this anymore because I don't like to get involved. And now that I know that I like to flip as opposed to run the business, like the first business, the pressure wash, I literally got out there and fucking pressure washed myself on weekends. And I learned every single piece of machinery.
Why did you have to do that?
Why did I have to do that?
Yeah.
Because we got overbooked on jobs because I was too good at marketing. But
You do for ads? Facebook.
I didn't even use ads. I just did retargeting of
Database reactivation.
our past clients. And I did reminders, and then emailing HOAs.
Right.
And then we got so booked that I filled up every single day, and one of my employees was like, "Yeah, I'm not working 7 days a week," and I understood that, so I was just like, "Okay, I'm gonna come out there and do it."
Damn.
And my dad even had to come down one time, and we like pressure washed houses and HOAs together.
But I bet the money was good. It was just too much work.
Yeah, shit. They like on weekends, like per day, I'd sometimes make like 1,100. Bro, I got like a stat here. I just got like a bag of cash.
You in a money spread?
Yeah, like I legit got a fucking bag of cash from that business because I just kept all of it. Like,
yeah.
And I never documented it. So this is just free money. Like I didn't have to pay taxes on this shit.
Right.